and it's phenomenal. Best $10 you ever spent. Hey guys, so I'm running super late, so I'm eating my ham and cheese sandwich, but I'm going to the bar with my friend Isa, and I wanted to show you my outfit. And I'm gonna put on this perfume, Dior. Go dance, go dance. Good dance. Right there. Who's it? Sydney, grab a thing. Grab this one. Grab the picture. Careful, bro. Hi everyone. So I'm baking a cake and it is gonna be for my boyfriend because it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, and he asked me to make him this cake called Mil Hojas. And I have it all written out right here. Oh god. I have it all written out in this book. This is my family recipe book that I made up. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. It's a Chilean recipe that translates into English for 1,000-layer cake, because not that it has 1,000 layers, otherwise we'd be here for 20 days, but it is just like many layers, and in between those layers we have manjar. This is a secret ingredient, and then I like to make it with raspberries and cream, so I bought all those raspberries. And yeah, that's what we're doing. And this is the second batch, because that batch was a fail, because I was supposed to put egg whites in it, I was supposed to put egg yolks in it, not egg whites. So that's what happened. I have to restart. So, and you know me, I started at 9 p.m. and it's 10 right now. So yeah, the reason that I wanted to film while I was baking was to tell you guys that, so okay, first of all, I was thinking about how a lot of times with people that I've encountered, they're like, oh, well, I wish I was creative, or I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that. And they're always describing creativity with painting. And I feel like creativity can be so many things. What you wear, if you like to cook, the way you arrange things, the music you listen to. And yeah, you could be creative in a lot of ways. And baking or cooking is just another one of those. I love to bake and cook, so you're probably gonna see a lot of that in my channel, especially Chilean recipes because I'm Chilean, and actually English is my second language because I moved here to the US when I was 10, which is why you're probably gonna hear me say a bunch of random words. Like sometimes I just make up my own words. And I remember in high school, my friends would make fun of me because I would also do this thing where I would say really fancy words in like regular conversation. And I think that's because, I don't know, I remember being really intrigued by certain words or certain words that people said kind of like created something in my brain. And same thing would happen in English class, which is why I really like writing, is I just loved learning new words. And so I would just incorporate those words into my daily conversations, which is funny. This cake brings me really, really good memories because it's a tradition in my family for my mom to make us a cake in the morning of our birthday, and we get to pick which one of her cakes she makes, and I always pick this one. It's just so good. And actually my boyfriend, he tried it on my birthday and he loved it, so that's why I'm here now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like the messiest cook, but it's looking pretty organized today, so props to me. I'm having a blast. Like, I'm actually having such a blast. You guys are probably gonna notice this, but I'm alone a lot of the time. And I love everyone. I love people. I love my friends, but I love spending time alone. It's just like so enjoyable. Just me and my thoughts and Artie Shaw. Couldn't ask for more. Without the machine. So cute. So that one is the one for my boyfriend, and then this one is for my parents because they're gonna have something and I thought they would want it for dessert. And yeah, ignore that one. That's one layer that I had left and I made it into a tiny one because I was getting so hungry, so ignore it. Let's get a 360. Delicious. And they're not perfect, but they're perfect to me. So yesterday was Valentine's Day and I got these really pretty flowers, and so I thought we would put them in a vase together because why not? I don't want them to die on me. And so I thought I would put them in this really pretty blue vase that I have, and I already put that thing in there that makes it last longer. So I've been like serenading it in there. And what we ended up doing was just staying in and cooking. He made me this amazing meal. It was salmon, like a curry salmon, and then pasta and sweet potato and broccoli. Oh, it was so good. And then we had the cake for dessert. I have a picture of it here in my car. And yeah, it was so fun. It was really fun. They look so cute. I feel like the vase really brings out the blue in the flowers. Yay. And I'm gonna go on a walk right now. Well, I definitely have to put on a sweater because it's freezing outside. But I don't know if I should wear more things because sometimes I'll go out and I'll dress like I'm going to the snow because I just get really cold. So I have this scarf that I knitted. Like, is this too much? Because then I've also had these hand warmers. I think it might be too much. I don't know. I wish you could respond. But yeah, I might just go like this, because why not? Another day, another walk. Oh, I've been listening to Cuban music like crazy. It just gets me in such a good mood. Spring rolls. Hey guys, so this is my new piece. This is a sculpture I started earlier this week, and the reason I started it was because I was starting to feel a little burnt out with my painting just because it's taking a long time since it's really big, and I usually like to have 2 projects circulating just so that I'm doing my best work with each of them and I'm enjoying myself through it. The way that I like to work is I usually start with a core idea, so I do a few sketches and then I just freely go into it, just being really open to new ideas, and if my intuition is telling me to go a whole other route, I don't really hesitate because I feel like that's where all the magic happens and I get my best work.